Hey everyone! I've already had some experience working with a height-adjustable desk, and honestly, back then, I thought I'd found the one. The perfect setup. Sit down, stand up, sit again. A healthy back, great productivity. What could go wrong? But time has a way of revealing the truth. My previous desk turned out to have, let's say, a few serious drawbacks. And today I want to tell you how I finally found a model where all those issues just disappeared. And share whether switching to a height-adjustable desk is actually worth it, and which details really make the difference. Let me start with this. My previous desk wasn't made from a solid piece of wood. The tabletop was actually two separate panels joined together. It looked fine at first, until I started using a mouse. Right in the middle, there was a thin but very noticeable seam. And no matter how I moved the mousepad, the cursor would still jump, especially when gaming or editing videos. I even tried filling that gap, putting something under it. Nothing worked. In the end, the mousepad became a requirement, not an accessory. The second issue was the size. When you work just a couple of hours a day, it feels like there's enough space. But once I switched to working full-time online, everything changed. My laptop, monitor, microphone, sometimes a tablet and a second laptop all live on the desk at once. And suddenly, instead of open workspace, I was left with a tiny island barely big enough for a coffee cup. I even tried stacking the monitor on boxes and books to make more room, but that turned the setup into a tower of chaos. So yeah, it became pretty clear it was time to upgrade my workspace. I didn't just want a new desk. I wanted one that was made from solid wood with no seams, could handle serious weight, all my gear, tripods, everything, and moved quietly because I record audio a lot and don't need any motor noise in the background. After a week of comparing options, reading forums, watching videos and reviews, I finally found what seemed like the perfect balance between design, functionality, and durability. And now I can honestly say, I found it. The FlexiSpot E6 MAX standing desk. Before setting up the new desk, I took some time to fully dismantle the old one, clear the space, and tidy everything up. It took a while, but I wanted a fresh start. No clutter, no cables hanging around. When the new desk arrived, the first thing I noticed was the weight. It's heavy, and that immediately gives you confidence. The tabletop is made of solid rubberwood hevea, not plywood, not a laminated panel, but real solid wood, finished beautifully without that fake glossy shine. Fun fact, hevea is actually an eco-friendly material. It's harvested after the natural latex cycle ends, meaning the wood is reused instead of discarded. A small but pleasant bonus, you feel like it's a product made with purpose. Assembly was surprisingly easy, just the metal frame, dual motors, and a few cables. I took my time, about 40 minutes, and everything fit perfectly. The holes lined up, the bolts felt secure, and even the cable management system was pre-planned. No need to improvise or tape wires under the desk. And then came the best part. When I powered it on and pressed the lift button for the first time, the desk moved almost silently. Seriously, the noise level is under 50 dB, quieter than the fan on my MacBook under load. The dual motors raise and lower it smoothly without a single jerk, and it can lift up to 330 pounds, or about 150 kilograms. So yeah, you could probably put your whole setup on it, or even a dog. It'll handle it. The control panel may be small, but it's an important part of the setup. It has a soft, breathing backlight effect, and it actually looks really nice, especially in a dim room. The buttons feel smooth and responsive, and the best part, it has 4 programmable memory presets. For example, I saved my standard sitting position, my standing position, a slightly higher one for filming videos, and one more for stretching when I just want to move around a bit. You press a single button, and the desk glides to the exact height you set. One thing worth highlighting is the warranty. 10 years for the frame and motors, and 2 years for the electronics. That's a long time. Most manufacturers give you maybe 1 or 2 years at best. Here, it's clear the company truly stands behind their product. And if something ever does go wrong, you don't have to stress about finding a repair solution. It's all covered. After a couple of weeks of daily use, I realized this desk actually changed my habits. I started working standing up more often, not because I force myself to, but because it just feels natural. When I'm writing a script and start feeling tired, I raise the desk. When I edit, I lower it back down. Standing work really gives you a boost. You zone out less, move more, and even your focus improves. Before, after a long day at the computer, my back and neck would ache. Now, almost never. And yes, I finally got rid of that awful seam in the middle of the desk. The mouse moves perfectly smoothly now. No bumps, no interruptions. The whole workspace finally works for me. Laptop, monitor, microphone, iPad, chargers, phone stand, and there's still room left for coffee and a notebook. So yeah, now it feels like a real, complete workspace, not a compromise. In the end, I realized something simple. A desk isn't just furniture. It's a tool you spend 8 to 10 hours a day with. And when it's truly comfortable, quiet, sturdy, and beautiful, you feel the difference immediately. You work calmer, more focused, and just feel better overall. So if you're thinking about getting a height-adjustable desk, don't hesitate. Just make sure to choose one with a solid wood top, dual motors, and a good warranty, and you won't regret it. Thanks for watching until the end. If this video was helpful, leave a like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments. Do you spend more time working sitting or standing?